I'm protesting Pornhub because I don't feel represented. There's never an Indian porn on the first page of Pornhub. I gotta go to page like 7 to 11. That's fucked up. That's wrong.
Next comedian coming up on the stage, good friend of mine, very funny, headlines his club all the time. Keep it going for Mr. Vik Pandya, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together.
The forecast in Chicago, it is always overhyped when they talk about the snow. They always try to scare us, right? The forecast with the snow sounds like a dude trying to flirt. It's like it's gonna be all night. It's never gonna stop. They call me Snowpocalypse. You ever had 8 inches? Then you wake up the next morning, you're like, that was 3 inches in a wintry mix. I can't believe I took off work for this bullshit. Winter is not coming. And neither are you. All right? Yeah, man. I'm at that age now I'm complaining about everything. Like, I think Ubers have gotten way too cocky. You remember the app first came out? They would wait for you for 45 minutes while you closed out your tab. They'd take you to a drive-thru blacked out. They'd offer you weed in the car. It was a top-tier service, okay? Now, they don't even come to your address. I called one last night. I put in the app 200 West Madison Street. A couple minutes later, I get a phone call. It's like, hey, this is Jim from Uber. His name was Muhammad, but it's not relevant, all right? Just don't have bias, all right? So Mo goes, I'm here at 190 West Madison Street. I'm like, okay. See you soon. He goes, no, I'm here at 190 West Madison Street. I'm like, it sounds like you're almost here. And then he got quiet, and it was that thing where he was waiting for me to break the silence. But little does Mo know, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm used to silence. I've been training for this my whole career. So 2 whole minutes later, he goes, okay, I'll see you soon. I'm like, that's right! And then I canceled on him. You're gonna waste my time, I'll waste your fucking time, dude. All right? I'm in a relationship, and my girlfriend has started to use therapy language on me when we argue. I don't know if anyone's experienced this. We were arguing the other day, and she goes, listen, while I disagree with you, I want you to know I hear you. The fuck? Hear me? And her big complaint is, she goes, you never hear me. I'm like, yeah, if I did hear you, I wouldn't keep making the same mistakes. You're hearing me and fucking up. You're the problem here, okay? I'm barely present. I should be more wrong, all right? So I started to use it on her. Like last night we had sex, and afterwards she goes, hey, I didn't finish. I was like, listen, I hear you. Good night. We do have the one thing we fight about all the time. I get mad if she doesn't text me back, but I get madder that she doesn't care that I don't. Like, I'll go hours without responding. No check-in, nothing. That's more insulting to me. Because that means she thinks I'm not a threat. I even try to make her jealous. I'm like, hey, big show tonight, Zanies. You know how it is over there. A lot of hoes. She doesn't care at all. She's like, yeah, go do your little comedy show. I've seen your set, no one's gonna talk to you. That's how she treats me. Disrespectful, all right? And she's not entirely wrong. The last girl who came up to me after a show was wearing a skirt over jeans. That was her opening line, too. She goes, hi, I'm Jenny. I'm wearing a skirt over jeans. You ever not sure if someone has a learning disability or not? So you talk to them like a pet. You're like, hey, you! You supposed to be by yourself? Let's find your owner, you know? I can make that joke, by the way, because this is totally true. We just found out last week that my girlfriend is on the spectrum. Totally true. Yeah, that's not the funny part, but thank you. He's like, what an idiot, dude. So we found out she's on the spectrum. I told one of my friends that, and he goes, oh, nice. what can she do? She's not an Avenger, you know. They don't all have superpowers. She's scared of certain fabrics. That's the type of autism she has. She gets triggered by certain materials or textures. So I've been calling her Joanne out of respect. But I'm happy to be in a relationship because I could not keep up with the vibrator technology, okay, in this day and age. Some vibrators are just disrespectful. If you're laughing right now, you got a disrespectful vibrator, okay? I remember once I was at a girl's place. She pulled one out. She plugged it into the wall. And the lights flickered. And I was like, I have to go home. Thank you so much. Got the fuck out of there. Are you kidding me? You're fucking with the power grid at that point. What chance do I have? That's AC power, all right? I should have known it was a bad sign. It was one of those 3-prong plugs, you know? I'm like, ma'am, this is a Tesla charger, okay? It belongs outside. What gauge is this? This is industrial use, dude. Crazy. The cord was orange. I'm like, what is happening? This is... Happy, man. It is fun, though, man. This is a crazy time in the world right now. Like, I don't know if you ever had this happen. You ever have something happening that's not racist but not great? I was at brunch, and the server was listing off all the specials, okay? She gets to one. She goes, oh, we have a Korean dish. And then she looks at me, and she goes, very spicy. First of all, wrong Asian, okay? I think she saw me, she's like, same continent, they love it over there. You know? It happens online, too. Like, I don't know if you guys have been on Pornhub recently, but I'm protesting that website. I'm protesting Pornhub because I don't feel represented. There's never an Indian porn on the first page of Pornhub. Never. Yeah. I gotta go to page like 7 to 11. That's fucked up. That's wrong. We're the biggest population. We should be on page 1. And then whenever you do see an Indian porn, it's always got a crazy title. It's like, Dunkin' Donuts employee gives extra cream. You're like, what the fuck is this? Why not play up the good stereotypes? I want to see Indian destroys Caucasian at and after spelling bee. How about that? I don't know. We're out here. So obviously you guys know I'm Indian, but I'm Indian when it's convenient for me. Most of the time I'm full American. Like anytime I meet a foreign tourist here, I'm full American. I treat them like it's their first time in a real country. I'm like, oh, they probably don't have paved roads where they're from. This must be exciting for them, you know? If they ask me for directions, I help. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's crazy. Women here drive. Not well, but we let them. You know, it's America. That's the best part about being an American. You can just be ignorant. And everyone has to accept you. Because even at our worst, we're still better than most places. Like, we have 5 school shootings here a week, but we also have Wi-Fi everywhere. That's pretty cool. Kind of cancels out, you know? Canada can't say that. Yeah, it's safe there. That's fucking lame, dude. And you can't criticize America unless you're from here. If you're not from here, you criticize us, we all bond together, turn against you. Right? It doesn't matter, liberal or conservative. We all come together in that moment. I saw this firsthand. I was getting coffee with a British coworker. He was talking mad shit about the Electoral College, which, if I'm being honest, I thought up until pretty recently was a real college. No one really knows what that is, okay? But it's our thing, so don't talk shit about it. Which is a very American trait. I don't understand it, but I'm going to defend it, okay? So he's talking all this shit about the Electoral College, this British guy. Out of nowhere, this American guy overhears, interjects the conversation. He goes, hey, why don't you ask your dead queen what she thinks about the Electoral College? This was 2 days after the queen had died. And the British guy was stunned. He just walked away. And then the American guy looked at me. He goes, I got your back, Apu. I was like, this is the greatest country in the world. Only in America can you be helpful and racist at the same time. I was so confused, I thanked him for his service. It felt right. You guys have been very fun. My name is Vik Pandya. Thank you so much.
One more time for Vik Pandya, guys.